All right, so I am here with Upma Aurora from Sisters Beauty Corner, and I just really appreciate you being here with me today, Upma. Thank you so much.
You're
Uh,
welcome. Thank
so I
you.
have a few questions for you. My first, actually, first, if you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and your med spa.
So my name is Upma Arora, and my business name is Sister Beauty Corner. Sorry, my daughter is just right here, so that's fine. But my medical, it's a home-based medical spa that I'm running from past 3 years, you can say that.
Mhm.
But I have a background from aesthetics for past 12 years that I'm doing. I also learned so much from my mom as well because she used to have a spa in back home in India. So basically, I learned and I had all that stuff from there. Uh,
Wow, I love
Other
that.
than
I didn't
that,
know
with
that.
my yeah, it's like I tell you, the irony is that I used to hate it when every time she used to ask, okay, like, do you have time? Can you just help me around, for a few clients or for like few hours? Just we used to do henna a lot and brow threading a lot. So
Mhm.
that's I learned the first few, couple services that I learned first. And I used to hate it every time she used to ask. She's like, okay, like come at the spa, help me out a little bit with the girls and all. And I'm like, I'll do anything, mom, in this world, any job I'll do, but this, no, like definitely not. Like I
Oh,
used to love, when I got to see people that they get up in the morning, ready for their in their office gear, 9 to 5 job. Like I want to have a computer in front of me, want to work on there. I used to love it. And I'm
mhm.
like, I'll do anything, but not this. And but I think when I came to move to Canada, that's the only thing I knew how to, do things. And just to kind of make money on the side, I started working in a salon.
Mhm.
And that's how the interest went. And then I took course and I'm like, okay, let's see, how serious things can be or if I'm really gonna like it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the I would tell you this the time that they start teaching you about the skin, I was like so amazed. And
Oh.
like, okay, and I was going through like I was struggling with my skin anyways. So it was just put me more interest in it.
Mhm.
Like, okay, you know what? I want to learn more. I'll do the full course and I'll look into more of this.
Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah, that
that.
was like the whole background. But
Oh
as a
my
business
gosh.
owner, it was definitely my goal to have my own place at one time. And sometimes it still feels surreal to me that I have my own thing. I'm running my own schedule, in my own pace. And I'm working from home, which is even a blessing with my little daughter.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's been
Amazing.
going good and I'm pretty happy with my decision, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you are. I mean, you're so good. It's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you.
Um, okay, so my questions for you. So the first one is, what was a fear that you had before working with us, with TGIM?
So mostly it was, that your schedule is kind of empty. Some days are like, you don't have people, and especially the struggle is more. I feel that because I'm home based, it's a residential area, people don't know. But when you have a commercial place, I feel like it's still like easy, like, people see it and they're like, okay, let me go try it. But when you're just in the corner, nobody knows, even like your neighborhood doesn't know that you exist. I feel like it's just hard to fill your books. And that was my main fear, that
Mhm.
how I'm going to make money,
Yeah.
or how would I pay my bills? Like before, when you have a job, you have that stable income coming. But when you're working on your own hours and stuff, and then when you rely on client income, I would say that was my fear, that how would I able to pay off everything, I have machines, I have like even the mortgage is still going on, right? And
Mhm.
with the baby and everything. So that was my main fear, that okay, you know what? I want to be busy. I want to work. Um, I want to make money
Mhm.
so that I can
Absolutely.
pay off everything.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest fear, just to kind of fill up my books more,
Mhm.
so that I can work more.
Yeah, absolutely. Were you fearful at all that the program would not work for you because you were like a solo practice and a home-based business and, a little bit different from maybe some of the other clients that we've worked with? Did you have any fears around that at all?
Um, you know what? It's more like money minded I was before, in a way that it's closed minded,
Mhm.
that I'm gonna spend money. What if it's not gonna work? Even though you feel like you have find the right person, which
Mhm.
is I'm pretty happy with you. That you guys gonna help me to grow, of course.
Mhm.
But still, sometime when you think back, because you're the only one, and you have your business, like you want to pay off your bills and everything, you have your own responsibilities, you want to be like, okay, you know what, I'm spending all that money, hopefully it pays me back, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's definitely, like, I was in that closed mind. um I don't know if you remember, like I told you even before that, um I was looking into doing marketing even before my pregnancy, but
Yeah.
it was like always stopping me, and I was doing most of the work on the back end, because I'm like, okay, you know what, people take a lot of money, they
Mhm.
don't, they charge a lot, and then, you know, don't get the response back sometimes. As people say it, like wrong experiences, they spread really fast rather than good words out, right? So I
Yeah.
have heard so many bad stories from different of my friends, that okay, you know what, like people have done this, people have done that, they charge you so much money. And I was like, okay, I made my website, you know, just by learning off on YouTube.
Mhm.
So trying to learn all the technicalities at the back end. But then at some point when you are in a service industry, you want to work more. Like you just, I want to provide more services. I want to do more services of mine to my clients rather than sitting on the computer,
Mhm.
work most of it, right?
A
So
hundred
that was
percent.
definitely my fear, that what if I'm going to spend a lot of money and it's not going to work? So
Yeah.
it kind of stopped me even before. But
Mhm.
at some point, I feel like when you're the only one who's holding on too many things, you can do all. You have to have good people besides you who they're going to help you to grow. So,
Yeah, yeah. It's so interesting that you say that because it's such a common fear. It is, you're investing a lot into your business and your business's growth.
mm,
And it's a big leap of faith. And, being able to kind of trust yourself and trust us. But the fact when you said, being able to focus on what you are an expert at and what you want to be doing, servicing your clients and just doing your job and not having to worry about all of these other things like marketing and making funnels and running ads and all of those things. It's nice when you have somebody, that has your best interests at heart. That's kind of a team member with you. Like we think of all of our clients as partners of ours, we're going to partner with
right.
you and we're going to take on that so that you can focus on, what you love and what you want to be doing and where your time and energy is best spent. So I absolutely love that you had that already. So that's fantastic. Okay. So after you signed on with us, how did we make you feel? How was the first kind of few couple weeks? How was your onboarding? How did you feel about that process?
It was very, very good, like very, I would say, comfortable with everything. And even the videos that you have sent it to me to learn about the software, to learn about the program, it's very much in detail that you feel like, okay, you know what, I know things I can work around. As you have probably seen it, that I was testing a lot of things because I just want to do it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, definitely, because I am the one person who's more on a practical point of view. I work more better rather than just like somebody would tell me and it goes into my mind, but then it's just never stuck there
Mhm.
until or unless I put my hands on there, that, okay, let me try it, and then I would know it. But on the other side, like whenever I need your help or people that you have at the back end, all the support team, everyone is pretty helpful, very much made me comfortable with the program. And also, it's very easy to navigate things too. Once you kind of get your hands on, you know where things are. Um, I guess it's pretty easy. And it's very much like, in a way, kind of gives you a makes you kind of, with connection with clients by talking to them, have conversation. It's not just like a robot sitting on the other end booking a client, and then, okay, you know what, you're confirmed, you go there and see that person. So that's really, I like that workflow that you guys have made,
Mhm.
which kind of creates a connection even before you see that person. So
Yeah.
definitely something that I find that other marketing people, I guess, probably won't offer it or they don't do it. They're just there. Okay. Recently, I had got to know with other marketing team that my friend was tied up and she just didn't have a good experience. Um, and it's like anything that you ask, and they're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, we can help you, but we're going to charge you for that call. And I'm like, you have bought stuff from them and any support that you need, like that's not fair that you're gonna pay for every single support or that call that you wanted to make. So
Yeah.
that was like very hurtful that people are doing that to other businesses. But if we talk about you, I love you guys. You, every one of you that I've talked, and Brandon even, and the other support team members, everyone is amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. That's amazing. Um, Tell me a little bit about so your onboarding process, um, getting our videos for the ads and those kind of things. How was that process for you? Did you feel that it ran smooth? Um, and was there anything that really stood out in the video content aspect?
Onboarding call was like all the program, as I said, like it's pretty comfortable to navigate everything, pretty easy.
Mhm.
Once, as I said, like with the videos that you have given before, just to kind of have that training lessons going on, it's pretty straightforward, very easy, and very detailed, I would say. Even like some of the things that you'll be like, okay, you know what, okay, this is here, this is there, and then
Mhm.
you figure it out. But you still have went into the details of it. Okay, you know, you can answer this, that, you can do this way or the other way.
Mhm.
So that's one thing that I really loved about that, it's very much in detail and we have certain solutions of a one product.
Right. Oh,
So
I love
it
that.
was
Okay,
definitely
fantastic.
an amazing experience.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, so was there anything that we did during your first few weeks? You've only been with us a few weeks now. You're off to an absolutely great start. Was there anything we've done in these first few weeks that really stood out to you?
I guess the way that you guys run ads, it's just amazing. I was so surprised to see even just within that 24 hours, I think maybe 4 leads or
Yeah.
4 bookings were there already. And I still remember I was standing in the kitchen with my laptop and was looking at it after every 5 minutes. And I was making dinner with my husband and I was keep looking and he's like, you're still working. And I'm like, yeah, but it's just like so surprising to me that within that 24 hours or 48 hours, like 4 bookings, like they're confirmed, they're in my schedule.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, it's exciting. So I just want to keep looking at my, calendar after every 5 minutes I was there. And he was just laughing at me. He's like, it's okay. You'll be busy. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
It is really always so exciting when we launch on launch day because you get that first kind of dopamine rush of those bookings and people coming in and asking questions. And I love that you're like cooking dinner and you're just
I
like peeking
know.
over to make sure. That's so sweet. I love it. Okay, the last question I have for you is what would you say to somebody who kind of is like yourself, but is on the fence about working with TGIM, what would you say to them?
Uh, okay. So when I always think about that type of situation, there's one friend of mine comes into my mind all the time because she gets very much trouble in picking things, and I feel like sometimes she gets in too much rush and pick wrong things. And I have done that in my past too with the business decisions. Sometimes it just doesn't go well. And then it kind of like puts a bad taste in your mouth that, okay, I don't want to do that anymore, or I don't want to have that connection anymore with that company or with that person. They are not good, all that. But at the same time, I would say when I got with you guys, even I was like a little nervous, I would say,
Mhm.
just because, okay, how things gonna be, or, but one of the other friend, Carrie, she was one of your client too. And I have seen results. I feel like if people same thing sometime when I think that, okay, I don't post my content that much, how would people trust me? Because I got trust in you guys only by looking at your posts and your reviews that, okay, these people are actually working, they're good, you know, I can definitely put my trust, put my money down, and I can work forward. So I feel like at some point when people are just on the fence, I feel like you just need to do a little bit of a research, just wanted to make sure that you're choosing right people for you so that they can help you to grow. Of course, they are growing, and so that you can grow with them.
Mhm.
And just do a little bit of a research, I feel like. And
Yeah.
word of mouth, I feel like that's the best thing that you can do, because I didn't talk to Carrie afterwards when I decided that I want to go with you. But at the same time, after looking Carrie's posts and scheduling and all that, and with your posts too, because I started following you afterwards, and with your reviews and stories that you guys were posting, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't even need to talk to Carrie about it or do a follow up with her. I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, and then the very, very last question. So say there's a medical spa specifically looking to work with us, but they're
Mhm.
not quite ready. They're kind of on the fence, like about working with us, TGIM. What would you say to that person?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Don't even think twice. Just go for it.
Just do it,
You
yeah.
guys are amazing. I know that I was actually talking to my husband today because there are some other bills, bigger bills that are coming up next month. So I'm like, I'm really stressed out today in the morning. Somehow it's just, running in my mind since I woke up. And he's like, it's okay. These people are good. Usually I tell you with my husband what happens. He doesn't trust people that often, or like very quickly, I would say, not often, very quickly. But with you guys, when everything was on board, he was like, okay, it, you're doing right, everything's gonna be fine. But he was just not there,
Mhm.
But after our launch day, he was like so confident. I feel like even more than me, that he's
Aw.
like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be so busy that I actually need an appointment from you. That, okay, what time you gonna be free, ma'am?
He has to actually schedule in with you
Yeah.
now.
Like, when can I see you?
Oh my gosh, I
So
love
yeah, I
that.
would
That's
say to
amazing.
other people, then don't think twice. I know certain things take time, with mine too, of course. Like as you said, like even when we run ads, it takes about like, a week and a half to 2 weeks to actually see the better results. But even within that week time frame, I feel like you have such an amazing results from those ads that you guys do. I don't know what you guys do at back end, whatever you guys do, it's just amazing.
Yeah, Brendan waves
Because
his
I have,
magic wand.
exactly, right? Because I have done that in past where, I'm running Instagram ads or Facebook ads in marketplace, and they just never work the same.
Mhm.
Never. And you're just
Yeah,
throwing the money out there, I guess. You just need a good and right people to do that, and you'll have the results, which I'm pretty
yeah.
happy with.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I will say Brendan is absolutely amazing at
He is. He
his
is.
job. It's just incredible. And that's the difference of somebody who is we've been at this for a few years and we specialize in this industry. And I
Yeah.
think that's part of what sets that apart is
Exactly. Yes,
getting,
definitely. I missed that point for sure.
yeah.
But because you guys specifically work with med spas and our spa industry, I think that's definitely sets you apart, because whole other marketing companies, they're working with other companies too. Then what happens is like they feel like, okay, a certain thing is working for them, it's gonna work for them too, but maybe not,
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I
You're
really appreciate your
welcome.
time
Thank you,
today.
guys. Thank you
And
for all your support and
oh,
help.
it's our absolute pleasure. And I can't wait for our continued success.
I know. Same.